How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Two Bros Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Hunter Smith, and I'm here with my brother and co-host, Dakota Smith. Dakota, it's conference championship time. How are you feeling?
Nervous. As every Chiefs fan after Mahomes went out with that ankle injury, but he looks like he's good to go. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident knowing that he's good to go.
Right.
He's practiced in full every day. Kelsey just popped up questionable just a little bit ago, but that shouldn't be anything. He'll be fine. Had that back hurting from carrying that receiving core on it all year.
Things broke. Well, it's the conference championships. Bengals, Chiefs, Niners, Eagles, 3 of the 4 coming back from last year. Bengals beat the Chiefs last year. Niners lost to the Rams. The Eagles back again. They're here to try and do it again, but this time with a competent quarterback. In Hurts. Nick Foles, he was just good for that moment. For that moment in time. But
he needed to be, though, and he saved us all from having Tom Brady win another Super Bowl. So
yeah, thank God. Shout out Nick Foles. First game, though. It's the NFC Championship on Sunday, January 29th, 2 o'clock on Fox. 49ers, Eagles facing off. Purdy versus Hurts. What are you thinking?
I'm leaning Philly. As much as I want to lean San Francisco, I want to lean Philly.
Right.
I give the defensive advantage to San Francisco. I give the offensive advantage to Philly. I think the offensive advantage for Philly is bigger than the defensive advantage for San Francisco. Therefore, I think Philly can win. I think they've been the best team in the NFC all year. When does the moment get too big for Brock Purdy?
I don't think there's a moment too big for Purdy.
I don't feel like there is either at this point, but he's playing with house money. That dude's making himself a lot of money right now.
Oh, yeah.
Once he gets off that rookie deal, he's making himself a lot of money.
Yeah, no, he's looks good, honestly. I mean, we talked about last week that he hasn't really faced much of a comparable defense, really, like a defense that really is good until last week.
And they struggled. I mean, they struggled against Dallas, but they won.
That's all that matters, I guess.
They can thank Dak Prescott for that. He was terrible. He was so bad.
Went from the best game of his life to doo-doo.
Yeah. 13. Purdy was 19 of 29 for 214. They only scored 1 touchdown last week. They only scored the touchdown to McCaffrey. Then that was in the fourth quarter. You're going to have to score a lot more to beat Philly. I don't think they can hold Philly under 20. No. I don't think they can hold Philly under 20. That receiving core is too good, and Jalen Hurts is too good.
Yeah. The ESPN analytics, according to them, which they're never right, and they make some stupid things sometimes. But anyway, Niners 34.7% chance, and Philly on 65.3%. But obviously, like I just said, ESPN's really bad at those things. It doesn't matter. I don't see any new notable injuries really for this game. I might be missing something.
But Mitchell's questionable. That's the only one I see that really would even matter. But he's the backup to McCaffrey now, so not like that matters a whole heck of a lot. So Philly's a 2.5 still. It opened
2.5 spread.
2.5 point favorite. These are both going to be really, really good football games. These should both be really good football games. And
I mean, it's all up to Purdy at this point. I think that's the biggest question for the Niners is just getting the quarterback. I mean, obviously he's not Hurts, he's not Mahomes, he's not Burrow. I mean, he like Mahomes, Burrow, and Hurts are over here, and Purdy's just long gone. I mean, just gone. He's
chilling though. He's chilling though. Purdy
he's chilling, but he's gone. No questions asked.
Yeah, sorry, Brock. Sorry, no disrespect, but you are not in the same category as the three other dudes who are left.
Yeah, now let me keep it straight here. There's 5 quarterbacks left here. Here's the top 5 quarterbacks left. Purdy's number 5. Hurts is 4. We'll skip 3 for a second.
Oh, goodness.
2 is Joe Burrow. 1 is Mahomes. Okay? We all can agree. Number 3 is Mahomes on one leg. So there's no questions asked. Purdy's long gone.
Mahomes on one leg. That was good. That was good.
Insane.
I mean, he was fine on one leg. How many people?
Pretty damn good on one leg.
You're getting into athletic training. Like, how difficult was that? That was a high ankle sprain.
I mean, a high ankle. I mean, yeah, and the footwork he has to do. And thing. I mean, I'm sure he was in some pain.
Yeah,
for the rest of that game, I'm sure he was in some pain. But it is something he can play through. I mean, it depended on the grade of ankle sprain, but he'll be all right. I mean, he's gonna play Sunday. Mahomes is tough. He'll be good.
Yeah, but I go back to this one. I like Philly. I think this is a really, really good game. I think this is like a 27-21 type game. I think Philly can score on anybody.
Yeah.
Which is why I really want a Philly Kansas City Super Bowl, because that would be nuts.
It'd be touchdown.
I think either way, if Philly gets in, I think it's a high scoring Super Bowl. If San Francisco gets in, I think it's more comparable to the Chiefs Niners Super Bowl that happened in 2020.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. It's just I just don't know if Purdy's gonna be able to keep this going. It'd be impressive, but then again, I mean, honestly, this whole Purdy situation kind of throws it back to like Nick Foles. I mean, he's backup quarterback comes in, takes him to the Super Bowl. I mean,
the man hasn't lost a football game in the NFL yet.
Yeah, so
he is literally playing with house money. Like, the 49ers didn't expect to get. I don't think the 49ers themselves expected to get here with Brock Purdy. Not when he became the starter.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. But the NFC Championship game, I mean, that's one to look out for. I could see this being a high scoring one, really. Should be good to start off your day, but then your evening just gets good. It just gets better and better. A rematch of last year, Bengals Chiefs at Arrowhead. Joe Burr versus Patrick Mahomes.
Well, the name of the stadium depends on what you ask the Cincinnati players what it's called. Have you not seen that?
What?
They've been calling it Burrowhead.
Oh, that's messed up.
Right? Right? As if
fair enough.
But okay. The dude won one game there, and they're calling it his stadium. Yeah, okay. Calm down. Like, I get it. Good job. You've beat us 3 times. I understand. All 3 of those games have been close and blown by our defense late. All 3 of those games have been blown by our defense. As always, as a Chiefs fan, you know what the problem is all the time. It's that defense.
Right.
But the matchup I'm watching for in this game is that Cincinnati O-line versus that Chiefs D-line. That Cincinnati O-line is still beat up, and the Chiefs defensive line can get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
So I think that's the matchup to watch out for. I mean, obviously, Cincinnati's uber talented on the outside. Yeah. Chase Higgins Boyd. Hurst looked great last week, too. He's kind of had a career rejuvenation here in Cincinnati, and he's looked really good. And then Mixon and P. Ryan, that 1-2 combo at running back, like, they're as good as you get offensively. That team is as talented as you can get offensively. But I've got the MVP in my backfield. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I've got that guy.
Kansas City 1.5 favorites, so tighter than the last game, according to ESPN analytics.
And that
spread is similar to the last game, actually, too.
That spread is flip-flopped. It was the Chiefs started out as 1.5 point favorites. Then I think on Monday it flipped because they were unsure about Mahomes. They're unsure about Mahomes, so the Bengals flipped to 1.5 point favorites, and then think it was yesterday it moved to even, and then it finally moved back in favor of Kansas City.
I say this might as well just be.
It's a pick 'em.
Point favorites.
It's a pick 'em. But no, well, I don't need to give everybody knows who I'm picking for this game.
Everyone knows who we're both picking. We said this when the playoffs started.
Oh yeah,
specifically when the Chiefs came in.
I've liked Chiefs Philly since halfway through the year. I mean, that the writing was on the wall. Cincinnati and San Francisco both been great. Both riding big winning streaks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm biased. I'll be openly honest about it. I am biased. I am a Chiefs fan. I want the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But what I will not be biased about is the fact that the Bengals could absolutely kill the Chiefs. I mean, this game can go a multitude of ways. It could be close. It could be a blowout for the Chiefs, blowout for the Bengals. It could be low scoring, high scoring. I mean,
I feel like this. I feel like these two teams are so close that blowout's kind of out of the question. Buffalo killed themselves last week. I'm sorry for Bills fans. You guys, the game plan wasn't there, and Joe Burrow just came out and stomped on your throat. And I wanted to see Buffalo win. I wanted to see Buffalo win for Damar Hamlin. I wanted that. I wanted to see that happen, but Joe Burrow just too good. And Bill's game plan, not good. It's snowing.
Not good at all.
It's snowing. Run the football. Cincinnati got that message very early, and Joe Mixon tore that Bills defense up.
Right. Yeah.
He had to. And they've said that I've heard people say that it's easier for offensive lines in the snow than it is defensive lines. Because defensive linemen aren't able to get off as quick and they don't have the same leverage.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I mean, we both got the Chiefs. I think this could be a high scoring game. I mean, the Bengals in the last 5, the lowest amount they've scored is 24. Or no, for the Chiefs, the lowest amount they've scored is 24, and the Bengals is 22. So, I mean, I don't know. I think this game could be upper 20s, low 30s.
I think so. I think this is, you're looking like 31-28, 31-27. These two teams play close games. That's the thing. These two teams play close games. This was a really good game. What week was that? They've played already, and Cincinnati beat them the first time. 27-24. So, and of course, it was Kansas City up 24-17 going into the fourth quarter, and then nothing.
That sounds about right.
Right? They only threw the ball 27 times that game. Yeah. Well, they were down. Kansas City was down 14-3 in that game too, and then came all the way back. And then the defense gave it away. What a shocker. The Kansas City Chiefs defense not being good. It all comes down to that defense. And the defense for Cincinnati, the conference championship game last year, flipped the switch at halftime and completely shut down Kansas City. That was the difference in that game last year. Couldn't even win it in overtime with the coin toss.
I think I need an eye doctor.
Struggling over there?
Yeah. I don't know what got into my eye. There we go. I can see again. Well, yeah. I mean, these are guaranteed, I think, to be both good games. I mean, like I said, there's always the chance for blowouts. Like, that's why I say this can go a multitude of ways. But for both these games, I mean, there is a realm where I could see the Eagles just bullying the 49ers. And
that's
Purdy
fair.
Just not being able to do anything. And that's a possibility. But, like, I think they're both guaranteed to be good football games. Obviously, the point fares right now are super tight. I mean, you're not just going to give it to either one of these teams. Both these teams are going to fight.
No.
But, I mean, any last thoughts?
Well, just kind of going back to the game last year, Kansas City was up 21-3 with 5 minutes left. in the first half. Then they gave up that 41-yard touchdown to Samaje Perine, and that kind of just flipped the momentum and gave it right back to Cincinnati. And Kansas City didn't score the entire third quarter and then had to kick a field goal to tie it, to send it to overtime. Thank you, Harrison Butker. Hopefully he's better than he looks better now than he was after the ankle injury. Two of the best kickers in the league in this game too. If it comes down to that, two of the best kickers in the league. McPherson's really good, and obviously they're both proven. Yeah. They both hit big kicks in big situations. So, but I'm thinking, 31-27, 31-28, somewhere in that ballpark for this one, in favor of Kansas City.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's your conference championships. Obviously, this was a shorter episode. Next week, we'll probably talk about the Pro Bowl and do our awards for the season, and some other random awards we'll make up. And then the Super Bowl in a couple weeks' time, hoping for a good Super Bowl no matter who's in it. Just something good to watch, something entertaining. But Bengals, Chiefs, Niners, Eagles this weekend on Sunday. But that'll do it for this episode of the Two Bros Sports Podcast of the NFL. And we will see you next time. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. We hope to have you join us. With that being said, I'm your host, Hunter Smith, and goodbye.